ding. It gives me a little ding. I don't know if you hear that.
No, I didn't hear the ding.
Or dings.
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Welcome to the October 15th, 2015 Thor's Day broadcast. You're looking at ThorTV, and I'm Loki Hates You, and we are prepping to share some stuff out. As a matter of fact, I could probably just share whatever you put on the thing.
I was waiting for you. Dang it.
I want to share that. Hold on, I got it. Control C.
Oh, I keep forgetting to send you that second link.
Bing, bing, bang, bang.
You know,
Live.
that's right. It automatically does it anyways.
Well, it does it for you. I don't have it set to do that.
Yeah. I wonder what language it's in this time.
No, who cares? Who even cares?
Somebody's going to say
They
something.
know what it is. Okay, so here we are, back in action. It's 6 p.m. We don't have any new questions to my knowledge. We are going to be trying to go for 2 hours tonight using only our intellect.
Are we really?
I think so. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me make sure I got my chat window open in a second here. All right, and I'll drag this over here. Reopen this guy here. Okay. Hi. Okay, let's see who we got to say hi to.
My tweets are your new highlight. I don't even use Twitter. The only thing that ever shows up is what's linked from other accounts, and then if I type something, it'll go to Twitter, and then it goes wherever the hell it goes after that. Maybe I should post to Twitter more.
Yeah, I've been thinking about trying to increase my Twitter presence as well, because that seems to be what matters to cons, is that you have a big Twitter following. But before we get started, let me just say hello to Mara, Lena, Kristen, Zio, Helen, Lydia, Mina, Mika, Kat, Kitten. Kitten and Cat are two different people. Lydia, and we've got
Dark Lightning
and Lynn. Yep, and Lynn. Okay. So hey everybody, welcome to the show. It's good to see you.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Feeling all my thunder now.
But in the spirit of the broadcast's continuity, let the questions begin.
Oh Jesus!
I'm gonna want to do this. All right.
What have you been doing while we were gone? You been playing with this?
Question number 1. Nope, that's not what I want. No. Question number 1. Okay, here we go. All right. Question number 6 is question number 1 is actually question number 6 from Little Womanly. What part of pop culture do you wish would just go away? I need a little drink before I answer that one.
I don't know if anything about I can't think of offhand what bothers me most, other than I don't know if that's a pop culture thing. No, it's not. Anyways, I don't know. What do you got?
I'd like all the nonsense words to go away. Not even the nonsense words, but just like using like bae and squad.
Oh God.
And horrible. Like, yeah, just the way the kids today talk, you know, telling people they're thirsty and shit. I don't know. I don't like the way kids talk today. You know. Let's see. What else? I could also deal with without the pre-ruined clothing. You ever see dudes walking around and they got like it looks like someone drilled through their shirt a bunch of times with like a fucking hand drill?
No. Shirts? I know about like jeans and stuff, but
maybe it's more of an LA thing. But it's like I'll see dudes walking around, and they have like a bunch of like tiny little holes all over their shirt.
oh no, I haven't seen that. You
Yeah.
know, I do like the pre-worn stuff as far as, you know, the pants, and especially when you buy shirts like the Batman shirts, like the black ones with the bright yellow logo. I love it
Yeah.
when those fade to like just a charcoal gray shirt, and then that yellow just kind of all breaks apart and gets dingy.
Yeah,
I
I
like
mean,
that.
there's a certain like weathering to a shirt that can look good, but typically it's the sort of weathering that happens from wearing a shirt a lot and not getting it from a store pre-weathered.
Yeah, that's what I had to do to my Batman one. I had to wear it for a couple years without taking it off ever.
It's how it's got to be, man.
Yeah.
But let's check out question number 2/7. What is your favorite salty snack?
Oh, why? Who's asking that question?
It's Little Womanly. She's just a bunch of her questions. That's what we'll be doing for the next like 3 questions. I think as far as saltiness goes, the beef jerky, some Snack Masters beef jerky is pretty much the best salty snack I like.
Not much for salt.
What do you think about pretzels?
No, God, no. Unless they're covered in chocolate. Chocolate covered pretzels.
That's kind of salty, sweet and salty. What about potato chips? You like a potato chip?
Not much. No, I don't really care for chips. Like, I'll eat them if they're present, and I'll probably continue eating them because of the salt. Just makes you want to keep eating them.
Yeah.
But other than that, I never crave potato chips and never want really salty things. It's always sugar. Just load me up full of sugar. That's all I want.
I mean, bacon's salty. You ever crave bacon?
Like cake. I really don't. I'm not that big of a bacon fan.
Maybe
No,
savory.
okay. So let's go with like wheat thins again. I know I've said that before for something else, but whatever. I like those, and they're salted.
All right. Yeah, I mean, salty's not my go-to flavor either. I like a lot of salty stuff, but I don't go crazy over it. Let's see what this does.
Which one was that?
That's the wait.
Oh, that's the smiley face ones with the. I did that.
Yeah. I was going to say that second one seems to kind of ruin the effect of the first one.
Yeah.
No, what was yours? What was yours? The trumpet?
The trombone at the bottom.
At the bottom. Yeah, mine was the 2 masks.
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
I clicked on them all earlier today.
Okay, number 8. What vegetable do you hate?
Asparagus.
Yeah,
Disgusting.
I think I've had about 1 bite of asparagus, and that was enough for me.
Oh God. Oh,
I don't like bell peppers either. They give me a stomach ache.
If they're cooked long enough and like they're diced up small enough, and there's not a whole lot of them.
But they rarely are. Usually, if you get bell peppers in something, it's like a big sliver of it, a big giant worm of gross bell pepper flavor. And it's not salty, it's not sweet, it's not hot. It's just like this gross, like garbage water flavor. I don't like bell peppers.
Yeah, not a. Yeah.
All right. So we got asparagus and bell peppers. What's up next, you ask? Oh, it's the big money round. That's an interesting question. Number 9. How old were you when you got your first computer?
When I actually owned my first computer was 19.
How old were you when you first had a computer in your house?
I think 15. he bought one for the shop, and I wasn't allowed to touch it. I was very pissed off about that because I knew more about the computer than they did.
Now, did you have like AOL?
Yeah. Actually, my dad and my uncles still use AOL.
That's impossible. Like dial-up AOL.
No, not dial-up. You pay for like Comcast or AT&T, but you still have the AOL software in the computer, and they still use the AOL email address.
How's that possible? What's to even use?
AOL
what is?
Still exists.
I mean, I believe you, but
you can still download AOL.
So they're just using like an AOL browser?
Yeah, AOL was like an all-in-one thing. It was like its own software program, and it provided dial-up service at that time. And then when broadband came out, AOL never offered broadband, but you could still keep AOL and pay for that, but you could get broadband services on top of that to make your internet faster. So now, but I think AOL is like $20 a year or something instead of the 20 or $30 a month it used to be. That is like $30 a month.
Ugh.
So he's still using the software. I'll go over there and I'll hear the goodbye every time he gets off the computer. Pretty funny.
Not good. Not good.
But I never got into using AOL because I started with the Macs, and the problem with AOL and the Macs is that AOL kind of infested Mac computers like a virus. So it was in everything and it was corrupting the Macs.
Sounds about right. Well, I think I got my first computer. I think my household got the first computer when I was about 12. And my next door neighbor, he had one for years. Like he was 2 years younger than me, and he was always really interested in computers. And his parents got him one, and they had like high-speed internet and stuff. And we would play Doom 2 multiplayer by running. God. My mom ran a electronic component distribution and manufacturing company, so she would have wire, just plenty of wire everywhere. And we had her make us like a 250-foot Ethernet cable that we ran literally into my computer, out the window, down into the yard, across the yard, up into his window, and then like into his house, that we could play Doom 2 on. And eventually he just left it connected to his internet, and we both play on the internet, like on StarCraft Battle.net and stuff.
People just don't know the struggles we went through as a kid just to do the littlest of things.
Yeah, the internet wasn't always wireless. There wasn't always every house having internet. Like we had to make it work.
With Doom, I was addicted to Doom, and it wasn't mine. It was a friend, so I'd go to his house every day to play it. But I ended up having to like play. I was 12 when that was out, so I had to have pillows around my head when I played, and I would just have to push my head back as much as possible against those pillows. But no matter what, I always had these massive headaches. Like I would try to walk home and I would just be stumbling all over the place like I was drunk.
Oh, that's not good. Don't do that.
It hurt. Those were some bad headaches. First-person shooter games will give me headaches.
Yeah. Lee is asking if we remember when they used to send out the CDs with the AOL trial versions. Yeah, we used to play Frisbee with those. They were like ninja stars.
Like 1 million in the mail.
Yeah.
Everybody had one. They were everywhere.
I'm not saying it's impossible, Stephanie. I'm not saying it's impossible. Not like you could still play Doom. There's actually, I think they reported Doom 2 to work on modern Windows, so you can still play Doom 2. You can also play Doom 3, and I think they're making a new Doom as well as Quake and all its other iterations. So, I got nothing against Doom. It's just that now it's a little hard to go back. It seems very crude. But we used to play Wolfenstein, Doom, Warcraft, All the old stuff. Duke Nukem. Yeah, I remember Duke Nukem was like a big deal when it came out. Redneck Rampage we had. We had a ton of games that were just garbage. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Next question. Actually, look at that. We already answered this one somehow. Would you be willing to live off the grid, and how do you think we'd? Yeah, we just answered that one last time.
Yeah.
All right. So, Little Womanly, that's all her questions for now. Next up, Cassie Marie Swindle asks, what are your favorite TV shows?
Don't currently have television, so I don't have any shows that I'm watching at the moment. I don't know. What do you got?
Well, as I'm making my way through The Flash right now, after hating Greenland, and not hating, but just not seeing what anyone thought was good about Arrow. And it makes me wish Daredevil would just put out a second season, because Daredevil was awesome. I missed that. What was the other one? There was a Tron cartoon. Tron, what was it? Insurrection or something. Tron Uprising. That was really good. And a lot of the Young Justice, Teen Titans, a lot of the animated shows that have been canceled that people were mad about. Although Firefly I never got into, so that's one of the canceled shows I'm not crazy about.
I did watch Firefly. I watched all of that and then the movie and stuff. But I never, when I watched it, like I didn't realize it had such a following that it has. I didn't think it was really that great. I mean, it was entertaining. I don't have anything against it, but I don't understand.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a huge TV person, but House of Cards. House of Cards is awesome as well. If you ever get a chance to watch House of Cards, I recommend it.
That's the one I've been, I gotta watch that.
Point yourself at that one, because it's
as soon as I get to Netflix.
It's intriguing. Let me put this over here. So yeah, those are kind of the latest and greatest shows that I've been liking. Let me see if there's been any questions since we started. I don't think there really has. Kind of taken a bunch. Oh man, you managed to get your tweets in Portuguese.
I thought it was Spanish.
Portuguesa.
Whatever.
I take it from Ziamara that it's Portuguese.
Yeah.
I said hi to Lynn, but not Tim. Hi, Tim.
What is this one?
Hey, Elizabeth.
Okay.
Just laughing, guys. Amaze balls, yeah. If no one ever said amaze balls ever again, I wouldn't be mad about it. French fries are good. Yeah, okay.
How come
Brussels
props will only give you one?
Props?
Yeah,
The
and
cake?
one of the things, the cake.
Well, because what else are they going to put in there?
I don't know.
I think it would be too hard to have something that tracks with your hands, like if they put in like a guitar or something.
Yeah, I think motion tracking with the face is a lot easier for...
Yeah, typically you're facing towards camera.
Isn't necessarily that easy. So, yeah, I don't know. It'd still be cool.
It's like Austin Powers saying you got mail.
Well, so I guess we're just going to be clowning around.
Oh, jeez.
Or.
I like how Carl Urban and The Rock, neither Carl Urban nor Dwayne The Rock Johnson could save the Doom movie. I don't think they could save any movie. Typically, they kind of kill the movies they're in already. Actually, The Rock's not bad. Carl Urban's not bad either. But yes, no, they couldn't save that movie. It was a piece of garbage. Yeah, Arrow was garbage as well. Still enjoy because it's terrible. I don't have TV anymore. Did you answer the question from Tumblr for Vaporwave Dreamer? I don't think so.
Huh?
Vaporwave
For
Dreamer. I got a question about my helmet from Nebet Sekmet, but
I got a lot of weird stuff. I got a lot of weird things to answer. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I got one from Elizabeth Bennett.
Which
So hi Steven, can I get a happy birthday from you and Bill on the broadcast on Thursday? So I guess today is her birthday, so happy birthday, Elizabeth. And yeah, so there's that one. I do have some stuff in here.
Oh, happy
All right.
birthday. I was supposed to say happy birthday at some point during that. Hi, happy birthday.
So I got these weird things that, you know, I've been just like, I see the questions and oh, I still got those horns on. Hold on. Shut those. I see the questions and I'm like, I'm in pain and I don't really want to focus on answering this stuff. One of my questions that I got is, what is the cutest outfit you own?
A Loki costume. It's what women seem to respond to the most. You know, it's like I can try to delude myself and say that I look great in a two-piece suit, but at the end of the day, the only reason I look good in a suit is because it makes me look more like Loki. And that's all I am to you people. It's just a stand-in. I see what you're after. I don't appreciate it. I don't know. What's a cute outfit for a dude?
Yeah, I don't know.
You got like an Easter bunny onesie? Maybe that'd be pretty cute.
I got my Thor bathrobe. Go with that.
I got my baby elephant thong. I got my...
Do you really?
No, of course not. Someone, all right, mark my words, within 2 weeks, I'm getting a baby elephant thong in the P.O. box.
Oh, good.
Let's see. I did just get a question in Twitter from Allison. She said she got full credit for our psych homework answer that we did for her. So that's good. And her question is, do you think it's a bad idea to date friends? That's my answer to that.
Friends.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Yes, it's a horrible idea.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. I think no matter what, if you're dating someone, you're dating a friend. Hopefully. Like, hopefully the people that you choose to date, they're the people that you like as friends as well.
Yeah.
But I think if there's
you have to like the person. That's the key.
Right. But if you've been long-standing friends with someone and you kind of know that a relationship isn't going to work, and you start doing a dating thing anyways, it's probably a terrible idea, and it's probably going to end up harming your friendship more than it strengthens your dating life. So I do my best to avoid that, even though sometimes times call for other situations. So you end up doing things that, you know, later on you've got to figure out a way to do not the thing. I don't know. Dating friends is tough, and I always end up regretting it.
I'm dying over here.
So, I don't know. I typically try not to date friends. Is the only thing I can say to that. What else? I saw there was a question up here. Let's get away from this one as quickly as possible. Mika wants to know what we enjoy or dislike about being at conventions.
Don't we do that all the time?
Yeah, it seems like we always have different answers for it, though.
Yeah, there's always a different answer. Why you could definitely.
All right, let's speculate. What do you think you're going to enjoy the most about ZapCon? Because you've been to ZapCon, right?
I did go last year. Mm-hmm.
All right. What did you enjoy most about ZapCon, and what did you dislike most about ZapCon?
I enjoyed the fact that it was a smaller convention, like pretty small convention, not a whole lot of people. It's just kind of a relaxed thing. That was the first convention I actually took my kids to, all of them. So they were able, there was an area for them to run around and play and have fun. And so that was pretty nice. The downside of it, it's a small convention.
Yeah.
Like we're used to some big conventions and tons of people.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but also that ends up being both the plus and the minus for large conventions too, because it's like, oh, well, the great thing is there's all these things going on. The terrible thing is that there's so many people there to do all those things that are going on.
Yeah, it's just trying to find, I guess, the bright side of everything, really. And that's the same situation. It's like there's the good and the bad of a small con. There's the good and the bad of a large con. So.
Yeah, I foresee that being ZapCon's deal this year too, where it's like, well, we had a great time because we got to see everything, but we got to see everything so fast that we were kind of bored for a while. So we're going to be trying to do our best to keep busy during ZapCon and make content for you. I'm hoping to do a ton of dub smashes this weekend.
Yeah. The size of the area is equivalent to like what NerdCon was, but not that many people.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see how it goes. We're gonna have fun either way. We did this one last week, I think, where it was: are you dressing up for Halloween? Are you celebrating Halloween? And what will you be dressing as? We're gonna be at Kamikaze on Halloween, so we're gonna be dressed as Thor and Loki. And once it's nighttime on the 31st, we'll probably just go to bed.
I want to be a vampire.
You what?
I want to be a vampire.
You want to be a vampire? All right.
Yeah.
Well,
let's do it. Let's go trick or treating.
I don't know.
I will be Loki. You can be Thor. We can go trick or treating.
I'm not putting that costume on again.
It's not. Hey, it's not my fault. It is my fault, kind of.
I hated wearing that costume because it was not. It was fresh off your body, like you had worn it the day before, and it still had some residue on there.
That was some nice, wonderful sweat.
Oh God! Never again.
Your costume's not going to be any different. The only problem is I just can't squeeze my ass into it.
I just washed mine. Mine's all clean. It has not been worn since been.
What? What?
There's no like wrong answer button on this. I want to do like like. Hello. Yeah, it was not clean. Yeah, that's too. I don't know.
Mine's clean currently.
How?
How'd you clean yours?
I soaked it in water and like actually washed it with Woolite.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because it's cloth. Yours is more, it's more machine than man. Anyways, so yeah, we'll you know what? We'll try to do.
My wife.
There might be something a little wacky going on at Kamikaze, but chances are we're just going to do the Thor and Loki thing. Have you ever had poutine?
What?
I don't think I've ever had poutine. That's fries with like some sort of sauce on it or something. It's got something to do with French fries, I think. I've had pommes frites, which are just really good French fries, really good like steak cut French fries made in like a French style. But poutine, not so much. Are you frozen or are you just staying really still?
Staying really still.
Come on, wake up. Let's do it.
What now? I'm up.
So you've never had poutine either.
No.
Let's see. Hey Thor, did you see the Amazon link I messaged you on Facebook? It was a Thor cup. Did you get an Amazon link on Facebook?
Maybe. I don't know. I might have. I get a lot of links for Thor cups. I deleted all the cups out of there. I've gotten like 5 or 6 cups now.
Too many cups.
I don't need any more coffee cups.
All right.
I mean, it'd be nice to like have a collection of a few more coffee cups, but I need to be in a more like stable living spot before I can really start doing anything like that.
Yeah, so. Having your own place would be crucial. So if we were in a horror movie, which stereotypical character do you think you would be? The one that dies investigating the strange noise, the virgin, so on and so forth. Let's do this. Let's do which one you do which one you think you would be. I'll do which one I think I would be, and then we'll each do whichever one we think the other one would be.
What are our options for that? I'm trying to think of a horror movie where I've thought like related to the character before.
So let's say you're walking through your house, it's nighttime, you just got to take a leak or whatever, and then you open the bathroom door and like your best friend is dead on the floor.
Okay. Now what?
Now you've got to react. What are you going to do?
Well, I'm definitely not going to scream.
Okay.
Let's see.
You gonna get out of there?
Would I get out of there? Like, is the killer in there? I don't know.
Well, I don't know. Like, what are you gonna do? It just depends on what you do. You got to react.
I mean, I would look around to see if there was anybody around.
Okay, you go in the guest bedroom and you see that your best buddy's girlfriend is also dead.
That's when I'd be going to the kitchen and finding the biggest knife possible.
All right, you go in the kitchen. Now there's a dead cop on the ground.
Hopefully his gun is still there. I'll take that too. And I'm going hunting.
And then what?
Kill it.
Kill what?
Whatever killed everything else.
It's not there yet. You haven't found that thing yet. You're just
It's
gonna hang out in the kitchen and hope for the best?
Huh?
You're just gonna hang out in the kitchen?
No. I'm gonna go hunting. Find it.
Then.
Yes.
All right, so you go back upstairs. You go back in
here. Just run like crazy and get out of there.
All right.
It depends on how much I actually like these people that I'm hanging with.
All right, so you run out of the house. You get to the front door. As soon as you open up the door, you look out, and blocking your way to the driveway is a man with, what's he got? Let's say chainsaw.
Damn it. Stab him with this little knife.
You're gonna go at him with that knife when he's got a chainsaw.
we'll beat him with this
All
little.
right. So essentially, you're the character that is more brave than smart. You get a good solid hit on the guy, something that would kill anybody else, just to prove that he's invincible.
Sure.
All right. I just wrote. Oh, wait a second. Just to prove that he's invincible. All right. So I'm thinking I'm the guy that doesn't want to even be there, but he's got to be there out of some, either like he gets dragged along by his girlfriend, or he like is, you know, he's the only one with a car, so people bring him along, or like, you know,
you're being used. Okay.
And like we go out to like a haunted cabin or something, and the thing starts killing everybody. And I'm like, we got to get out of here. We got to get out of here. And everyone's like, oh, yeah, let me just get my stuff. And I'm like, forget the stuff. We got to get out of here. And then, like, as people are getting their stuff, I turn around and there's like a killer there. And I'm like, no, we can reason this out. We're going to be fine. Like, you don't have to do this. I don't call the cops. Everything's going to be good. And the like killer like lets me go. And as soon as I'm out the door, knife through the chest. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, personally, I think you would like it would if we were in a movie, it would be you and me as like kind of the town idiots, and like we would show up at some point like in like a big truck or something, like drive through the wall and like run the killer over and take like the one girl who's gonna survive, and you'd be like, we gotta get out of here, and she's like, oh, okay, cool. So we get out of there and we start driving, but then the killer like pops up in the back seat, takes me out. And then he like, she's like, oh no, he's dead. What are we gonna do? And you're like, go save. And you're like, save yourself. I've always secretly loved you. And she's like, oh my God, we don't have time for this now. And you're like, just let's get out of here. And then he kills you.
And she survives? Just
and she gets away. She gets away because he spent time killing you. Yeah.
I don't think she should live. I think she should die. I think she should die and we should live. That's how it's going to go. Thank you. Thank you. That's our horror story.
Hell yeah. Oh, God. All right. So, yeah. So
I never watched the Candyman either.
Yeah, I don't know how any of this works.
Okay, seriously. I was 10 years old and I had this 16-year-old babysitter, and I bugged her continuously to order Candyman on pay-per-view so I could watch it. And I finally convinced her to do it. I don't know how. So she orders the movie, and we start watching it, and it does the credits and everything, and it's just the first 3, maybe 4 minutes into it, and then she shuts it off. And we're like, no, I don't want to get in trouble that now for paying for a pay-per-view. I'm like, it doesn't matter. You already bought it. It's already on the TV. Whether we watch it or not, we're still being charged for it. And she wouldn't turn it back on. So I don't know. And I've never seen it. Ever seen Candyman?
And then you said the name Candyman too many times, and all of a sudden, what's going on?
What?
And then she went to check the door.
There needs to be some like slasher sound effects, like.
But actually,
we're limited on our sound effect choices. We got 12.
When you answered the door, no one was there.
Oh, we both clicked on the same sound effect.
And then, when she turns around to go back inside, it turns out it was actually a kung fu master who was at the door.
Right. Yeah. No, I get that. Mm-hmm.
So he teaches her how to do kung fu.
And then he billed her.
And everyone was happy about it.
And we've written another horror story success.
There you go. So speaking of which, what was the first R-rated movie that you saw? No porn allowed. No porn answers allowed. Terminator.
And The Fly. I mean, I don't know which one I saw first, but those were like my two favorite movies as a kid.
My parents used to rent R-rated movies and let us watch them all the time. I remember when I was a kid, I thought Monty Python's The Meaning of Life was awesome.
We owned those movies. Okay.
Yeah. And what else? Scarface. My dad used to watch Scarface a lot. So that was nice. But yeah, we didn't have a lot of like rating restrictions in the movie situation.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second. Be right back.
You do that. Never have sex in a horror movie. Okay. I'm sorry. I lost my place in the feed, you guys. So okay, there we are. Hi guys, Jigglypuff costume. Someone Lynn, you want us to get Jigglypuff costumes? You should suggest things like that then. No, that's not true, Bill. I appreciate you outside of Loki. I googled the thong to see if it exists. It does, my eyes. Yeah, baby elephant thong, it's out there, believe me. Favorite horror movie? We'll wait until he comes back to do that one. Let's see. I think I'm capable of dating. Requires meeting places in like bars, and I don't like people. Not to mention everyone around here is a Confederate flag-loving redneck. Wraith, it may be time for you to get a little more optimistic about the place you live. I mean, I understand it's not your favorite, but come on, you gotta give it a chance eventually. I wanted to do some constraints really limited what I can do. Yeah, but I understand that you don't like where you are. Just get out there, meet some people. It won't hurt. It won't be a bad thing. I'm not even reading. You know what? I got it marked. I can read what you guys are saying now. He's going to take a Steven. Oh, that's not cool. I guess it wasn't me. Tim said a Jigglypuff costume for a cute costume for a guy was a joke. It'd honestly be a pretty easy costume as long as you have something to make inflatable. If you can make inflatable costumes, that would be an awesome Jigglypuff. Oh, Cozy Kitty. Don't worry about the slender guy dancing in the Jigglypuff. Oh, for anyone who is wondering about the unboxing from last night, check it out. Let's see if we can zoom out here a little bit. Check out the new Zombicide box I got here. It's like this, right? I got a big case like that, and then it folds down like this. So it's like that there, right? Yeah. And then I got it all loaded up. I got one side loaded up with zombies. So that's all zombies right there. And then in the middle, there's some player cards, as you can see here. And then on the other side, I got my survivor tokens and a bunch of cards and all my dice and some other cards and stuff. So a lot of things fit in there, but I'm still waiting on one more box to make the packaging complete for that bad boy.
Where's the like the board and the instruction book and all that stuff. That
the boards and the instruction books are all in a hanging file folder box that I got earlier this week. They're over yonder, but I packed those in as soon as I opened that box with that file folder thing in it. I put them in there that night and I showed everybody.
As an investment for a board game.
Yeah, it's turning into it's probably about $500 worth of game there.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot of game. What's we've already said what our favorite horror movies is, right? Horror movies are.
You have a favorite? I didn't think you don't like horror movies, do you?
I'd say Cabin in the Woods is my favorite horror movie, just because
Really?
it's so self-aware. Yeah. Why wouldn't it be?
I don't know.
It's got a little and a little. And then a little.
That was the next one I was going for.
Yeah.
We're so limited on sounds. We need more sounds. I don't know. The Dawn of the Dead remake is still my favorite. It was very low budget, and it was just well done. Like, I don't know. I really like it. Very raw.
I like it raw.
No, I like it raw.
Oh God. Let's see. My husband and I met at. Okay, that sounds like a long story. I can't even read the Labyrinth, Lost Boys, Excel, Daishokan,
Yeah, Lost Boys.
Drowning Fabric. Thor took costume to the car wash. You always match me on Halloween. Poutine is a Canadian delicacy. Poutine is French fries with cheese and gravy.
French fries with cheese and gravy? No, never had that.
Mika's going to ZapCon. She wants to know if anyone in the chat room's going to ZapCon, but we're going to see Mika at ZapCon.
Mika.
Do either of you have a certain quote or phrase you reference to get you through the day if you're going through a hard time, having a stressed or bad day, etc.? I mean, do you have anything pre-made quote-wise that you like to think back on?
No, I did have a while back when I had like this little log book, and anytime I came across any type of like positive little quote or little phrase, I would write it down in that booklet and keep that and just read through those every now and then. But I don't know where that is. I have no idea anymore what any of those say. So I have nothing. You got anything?
Yeah, as far as pre-made stuff, like typically if I'm having a bad day, it's not for any pre-made reason, so there's no real pre-made solution. I just try to always remember that stupider people make a lot better money than me sometimes. You know? There are dumber, happier people than me in the world, and I can make it. I can do it. Or if it's pain, like if I'm experiencing some kind of pain, typically I try to just look at it and be like, wow, this really hurts. All right, well, better keep moving, you know, because there's nothing else you can do. Some type of my cosplays. I would choose.
My tooth hurts.
I'm sorry.
Lack thereof.
People who have sex are the ones who get killed. I've tested myself on quizzes. I'm the survivor. Yeah, because if there's anything to judge how you're going to do in life, it's online quizzes.
Oh, that's definitely it.
Yeah. If anything helps me get through a bad day, it's taking an online quiz and feeling really good about the fact that I scored Princess Jasmine.
On a night defense?
That was a joke. I've never taken an online quiz and scored Princess Jasmine.
Oh, that was a joke.
Yeah, you can hear everybody laughing. No.
What's this one? Okay.
Nice.
Oh, I hate that one.
I love that one.
It's the worst one.
Really tall, slender guy in a baby elephant thong. Sounds like Tom Hiddleston.
What?
Yeah. I don't know. He's going to take a steam. Okay, so that's when you took a break. He's currently building an inflatable pumpkin skirt. Okay. Good, good. That's a nice storage box, says Harry. That's a nice storage box. That box is looking good. That's what I told my wife. Talk to me when you hit 5,000 in board games. Yeah. I mean, if the gifts keep rolling in and I start adding more gifts to the wish lists or more board games to the wish list, then, you know, maybe we can reach that point. But honestly, I don't think I'd be able to store $5,000 in board games. Do you often have nightmares? Do you remember one that was really bad? This is from Mara Garcia.
I have had nightmares recently. Can't remember of what though.
I think the only nightmare that I ever really remembered was when I was being chased. This was when I was really young. I must have been about 6 or 7. Me and my mom were being chased throughout our neighborhood by Pac-Man ghosts. But, like, they were going to kill you. Like, the Pac-Man ghosts were definitely going to kill you. And, I don't know. That's what I remember. And that's one of the only nightmares that I really vividly. Oh, I had a nightmare that my cat died like a week ago. And I woke up and I was like so distraught. And then I like started calling to her and she came up on the bed and I was like, oh my God, thank God you're okay. I didn't want you to die. Please. So I was really happy about that. Come here, buddy. We're going to talk for a minute about how you're going to live forever. I can see you looking at me. You're not even hiding. She'll be over in a minute.
Making you wait.
Do you remember a nightmare you've had?
Recently, you mentioned, because you mentioned about chasing, and I remember being chased and going into like all these different, like it was a giant house, and I was going through the attic, and then the attics went into more attics, and then into other hidden rooms, and then with more attics and hidden rooms, and it just kept going, and I kept running from something, and I don't even know what it was.
Yeah.
I just kept trying to get away from something.
Those are the worst when you don't even have anything to really talk about once it's resolved. Like, you can't even say like I was being chased by a man. Like, you don't know that you were being chased by a man. You don't know if you were being chased by anything. Yep. So Jade asks if I got a free month of rent for saving my landlady's cat's life. No, like the landlady that I have is more of the sort of the building manager. Like, she just sort of lives here and makes sure, like, she calls the tow truck or whatever, but she doesn't own the building and she doesn't dictate any of the numbers for rent. So I may be able to, I don't know. It doesn't matter. There's nothing to be gotten from her. She's not, I'm not worried about it. But that's not what it was about. It was about she was in a bad position. So no free month's rent. Did I open?
I was thinking about the whole pain thing.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking about my tooth and how much pain that's causing me, and then you had at the same day was the situation with the cat, and I was trying to think of that situation, and I couldn't go through that. That'd be horrifying.
Yeah. It was weird. It was a weird position to be in. Did I open my new boxes? Nope, I still got them right here. I was actually waiting for a UPS package today.
Open those baskets up right now.
Hold on a second.
Right now.
I gotta log in. If I have this other account. All right, let's open this one up. I'm gonna tell you what. The other package that's supposed to be coming is from UPS, and it weighs 0.01 pounds. So I have a feeling I know what it is because I got one almost identical to it last night. And it's not. It's from. I think it's from Brandy. All right, so this one here. I'm gonna open this up. Here we go. This one came into the P.O. box. It almost got sent back because it says Loki Hates You instead of my full name. Wow. All right. And what do we got here? 2 bags of licorice. Who could have seen that coming? For anyone who's been watching my other unboxing videos, you know that I'm due for about 80 bags of red licorice. So, let's see what's in package number 2. Let's see what the comments are. Pixels, way before it was, yeah, I had a recurring nightmare, a lake full of snakes and a small kid, most of them, okay. Nightmare, feeling, okay. Perfect odd couple, had a nightmare. If I had nightmares, it's a bad thing. Worst was being a witness to a murder and then being threatened if I told anyone they would kill me. Mika, hopefully that's a nightmare and not a real life experience.
Wow, that brings up something that I just, like a dream that I had a few weeks ago too.
This one is going to be a little harder to open. I need my keys for this. I lost my knife, guys. My crappy knife.
I can borrow mine.
And I want it. I want my crappy knife back. It was the perfect box opening machine. I could just kind of pry everything open with it. It's got to be around here. Oh my god.
Like 20 bags of licorice.
Let's see what we got here. From Yummy Co. We got licorice, guys. And licorice. And licorice.
Is that black licorice?
Nope, it's all red. And licorice.
Black.
Plus these 2 licorices. So we've got this much licorice. That is what? 10 ounces. That's 60 ounces of licorice. What's 60 divided by 16?
I don't know.
That's 8. No, 4. So that's almost 4 pounds of licorice. Well, guys, my colon real mad at you right now. Because this stuff is gonna have to go somewhere. How are your kids with licorice?
I don't know.
Well, you're gonna find out this weekend.
Jesus.
Pretty much.
You're bringing that up with you. Wait, you're coming tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll be there tomorrow afternoon.
Oh, shit, I didn't even think about that. Like, this is happening now. Wow.
God.
Are we going to the convention tomorrow?
Yeah. I mean, well, they allow in vendors to set up, so we can go in, look at our table, figure out, maybe if we need a tablecloth, we'll go to the dollar store, get a tablecloth or whatever. And I don't know, we'll just figure out the lay of the land, and then we'll get situated with our hotel and stuff, and figure out how it's going to work.
Licorice.
Ooh, maybe on one side, not the other.
Find out.
Yes, Mara, this is Australian style red licorice. It's, I'll open one up now. Check it out. Oh, this is that really deep red stuff. So as you can see, it's like a really thick, stubby Twizzler.
Yes,
Woo!
I can eat licorice.
Ooh, that is powerful.
Is that the licorice?
That's the liquid. Check it out.
I want some.
All right, I'll bring you plenty of it. You can have as much as you want. This is just red. A lot of times, this particular brand.
Specifically said you like the black licorice.
No, I like the red. This is correct. This is the good stuff. They also will have different colored red. So sometimes it's strawberry, sometimes it's raspberry. I've bought a green one before that was sour apple. There's a blueberry one, but I don't recommend veering too far into the other colors. They get pretty chemically, you know, just like really artificial tasting.
Yeah.
I'm bringing it to ZapCon, Mika. Don't worry about it.
All I taste is blood, so.
Oh God, that's gross. Not good. But yeah, we got that going. Also, I do not have this set up for online yet.
What?
It's like a pizza made out of me. I haven't actually looked at these yet. It's probably best not to handle them now that I've just put my hand on a bunch of candy.
Yeah, I wasn't able to get any pictures.
You don't have anything?
I can't find them.
So hard. We'll try to find them before tomorrow. Take another look. Ooh, that one. We all remember that one, right? So, I'm going to have these tomorrow at ZapCon. Or, I guess, Saturday at ZapCon.
Yeah.
And I'll have a bunch of Sharpies with me as well. So...
Link will be taking care of all sales.
Oh, dear. That's right. Yeah. Link is tax exempt. So... When the collections man comes around, we're going to be like, I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about right now.
Yep. So we're going to have a Link going around collecting.
Candace seems unenthused about what I just showed you guys. Maybe it's the period instead of an exclamation point.
Oh. Yay. You got Prince.
Yay. You got Prince. Thanks, Candace. Oh boy, so
excited.
I'm so excited right now.
Yeah,
Totes excited. And I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it. Thank you. Thank you for covering me on that one. Whew. So yeah, that's going to be happening tomorrow. Man, we're only an hour in. And we are totally out of materials. There is no new questions coming in, and we are done with the unboxing, and I've even eaten some of it.
Go to sleep, take a nap, chillax, do nothing. There's 31 people.
Man, I'm so mad. $5 to a print to cover all your costs. Lynn wants to know if, no, they're going to be, that's not, there won't be 5 a print. I haven't, it's going to be 10 per, I think, once I get sales going. Anyways, I'm so, yes, I did just sing Pointer Sisters. But I'm so mad about the P.O. box thing today. Like, because one, the guy was just so, like, uppity about it. And, like, it's like, the guy before me in line goes up to pick up a bunch of packages, and he had like a whole crate full of shit that he picked up. And the guy was like, I don't know, apparently those two talk to each other a lot, and he's like, man, we got so much mail in yesterday, we had to evacuate this whole area just to like make room for all the mail. And it's like, buddy, you work at the goddamn post office. I don't give two shits that you have to sort a lot of mail. Like, sitting here and complaining to your customers about the fact that you got to sort a lot of mail doesn't make any sense to me. You still work here. I'm not sitting here listening to you waiting in a goddamn line so that I can hear about your woes as a postman. Give me the fucking packages. Don't give me any bullshit. And then I get there and he's like, yeah, I sent your stuff back or I was going to send your shit back because it's under the wrong name. And it's like, well, fucking, you guys didn't call me. You
I don't
didn't
even
tell
see
me.
how it's under the wrong name when you posted all the names for it. It doesn't even
But
make sense.
it's not Loki Hates You it didn't end up being on the final form that I gave him. But like, the fucked up thing is when I got the key to the post office box, they were like, yeah, listen, so whenever, like, you can go over there and unlock that box right now with this key. And they go, whatever's inside that box belongs to you. Like, doesn't matter if it's got somebody else's name on it. It doesn't matter if it's, like, what it is. Whatever's in there is now yours because you've rented this box. And yet, I can't receive things through that box unless it's the one name that is certified to be received. And it's like, well, shit, I just received something for somebody like the Cole family or something like that. How come that one slipped through your friggin' constant vigilance, you pricks? So mad. So goddamn mad. Man.
Because somebody else's name was on there like 20 years ago, so they could still collect mail.
Yeah, I don't know. Jay Black wants to know what we think the worst pickup lines of all time are.
Worst? I don't know what the worst, but I already said my favorite earlier on Tumblr.
That was disgusting, by the way.
What are you talking about? That's the greatest one ever.
Oh, God, that is so vile. To say to someone that you've just met.
Don't sit there and hold your head up to that comment. That's an amazing pickup line. And if I use pickup lines, that would be it. That would be my go-to pickup line.
There's so many good pickup lines, and
that's the best.
Watching this later. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of a single pickup line. Doing the did it hurt? And it's like, did what hurt? When you fell from heaven.
God.
That's my pickup line. It should be like maybe like something along the lines of, you know, maybe if you'd like to go to dinner sometime, it'd afford me one night away from my wife. Am I right? My wife. Am I right? Hello! You know what I mean?
My wristbands are just black wristbands. They say something on the other side. I don't know what. Timerrecords.com. I don't know. Some indie records thing, but I flip them around. So it's just the black end showing.
Oh, shit.
And I just wear them because they're a distraction. They give me something to do. Nice legs. What time do they open?
Oh my good God.
That's from Lydia, not me.
I'm looking for a question that Tim sent in, It might have been to my personal profile, which sometimes goes into that weird other box. Or it may have been something I answered. Let me make sure here.
I want to make sexy with your panties. Who told you that?
I want to make very sexy with your pants as nice and like. Here's a question. Oh, yeah. We answered Tim's question earlier today. Are there superheroes or comic book series that we're looking forward to reading? And I was talking about catching up on Invincible and Spawn. So that was the one we did earlier today.
I need to catch up on the Thor ones.
Yeah, what's the one, Fear Itself? Someone was talking about that one. It's a pretty crazy storyline where, like, the entire...
It's a new one?
It's newish. It's in the last few years. And it's where a bunch of basically Mjolnirs are cast down to Earth, and only certain beings can lift them. So, like, I think it's like there are 8 magic hammers that, like, heroes get to wield, and then there are 8 magic hammers that villains get to wield. But there's, like, it's just an odd smattering of, like Juggernaut gets a hammer, and I think She-Hulk gets a hammer or something, and Thing gets a hammer, and, like...
What the hell?
They're granted these, like, Thor-like powers by these magic hammers.
Hey, there's only one hammer, all right?
Well,
maybe 2. They're in my
try
backpack.
reading Fear Itself. I'm sure it resolves itself really well. Who's saying Netflix and chill? Why? What's up with that?
What is that now? Why does everybody say that? That's all I read online.
The idea is you're on an online dating site and you tell somebody, hey, you want to come over, Netflix and chill? We're just going to hang out and have a good time. And then you try to have sex with them the entire time.
I think that would be, like, that's the polite way of saying I want to have sex, by saying Netflix and chill. Like, anyone who goes over to some stranger's house expecting just to sit down and watch television and do absolutely nothing, got another thing coming. I
don't know, man. I would totally go and just chill and watch Netflix with somebody. Like, I got my nights where I'm just
site.
Yeah, I've done it before. I've gone on meetings with people from dating sites that I just knew I wasn't going to be into, and we hung out for a night, and then I was like, well, good meeting you. Probably never see you again.
Tell them? I mean, or do you wait for that awkward moment when something might end up happening and you got to, like, oh, no, stop.
Well, I mean, there's always the small hope that this person will be way better than their profile has made themselves out to be. But typically I'm just bored and I want to go out and I'll talk to somebody. I went to the beach with some girl a couple of years ago. I knew I wasn't going to be into her, but, she was like, I'm bored. You want to do something? And I was like, yeah, all right. And I did. And we went to the beach and we walked around for a while, and then I never spoke to her again. And that was it. Like, there was no sex. There was no kissing. There was no, like, discussion about dating. It was just like... Just go walk around the beach, and then I guess I'll never call you again.
You're so weird.
Yeah, that's true. I like it weird. I like it tight. By the way, no one noticed that I got a haircut today, so I'm not talking. Yeah, there's no crowd going, oh, thing, which would be cool.
Yeah, I have to do it for you.
Yeah. Don't sing Sir Mix-a-Lot. I'll sing Sir Mix-a-Lot if I feel like it.
I like big butts and I cannot lie.
Ooh, Candace, that's the way to say it. Yay, you got Prince! Exclamation point. What is there? Probably 12 exclamation points there? That's way better. Mara, if you want to get one of the pictures, I'm going to have to set up an online store. I'll figure it out in a little while. It may just be through PayPal where I'll have you guys throw money into the PayPal, but I've got some financial things I got to look into first before I do any of that. Working on the post office seems like a human. I've been staying away from Tumblr, so now I'm curious. Wristbands, we've already covered the wristbands. If you could have any dream job, what would you choose?
Oh, we got a question. Holy
What's
shit.
your dream job?
Acting?
Acting.
Acting, because I would be the best at it.
I think a dream job would be like a terrible advice columnist.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Just having people come to me with questions that I can answer deliberately incorrectly and badly. Because it would be no accountability and it would be fun and I could do it. I have full confidence in that.
Put your cell phones in the microwave to recharge it.
That's right. That's great advice. What the hell? Do either of you play autistic guitar?
Acoustic guitar?
Okay. That makes way more sense. I play no guitars.
Yeah, I play acoustic guitar.
I think you should play something.
I mean, I gotta go get it.
You played something last time I was at your house.
Did I? All right, I'm back.
Yeah, we played that thing. I want to make a sexy with your panties. It's a true story, says Amata. Wear an amulet of Mara. What does that mean? How about if you were a pirate, would your parrot go on this shoulder or this one? If I was a pirate and I had a parrot, would it go on this shoulder or this one? What do you think suits me better? This one looks... Oh! The answer to this question is 2 parrots. I would be a pirate with 2 parrots. This one would be for talking, and this one would be for, like, fetching things and eating the bones of my enemies. Typical parrot roles. Pirate parrots. The worst pickup line I heard was, "Do you work at Little Caesars? Because you look hot and ready." Well, that's gross. Pretty certain the guy was wasted, so that's always a plus. I had a guy pull up to me when I was working, asked me for my number to call me later. Well, that's not really a pickup line. How was Crimson Peak, Bill? Crimson Peak didn't really suit my fancy so much. Both of us...
Crimson Peak lover.
Mika Woods, if we could go anywhere, where would we go? We both answered Japan, inevitably. We always say Japan. When I worked at Mother's Package, oh no, that's racist.
It is not.
Then I told them they weren't very lucky when they bought one single condom. New 52. Oh no. You want to just play some background music while I scroll through this?
Yeah, let me change. See, that's when I have to change the settings on the microphone.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, because when we're both talking at the same time, it cuts back and forth on the audio.
Oh, you're right.
Unless I change it to studio.
I shit you not. I met my boyfriend on Tinder. Miracles can happen. Well,
so now my audio should be continuous.
Jade Black, I hope after meeting your boyfriend on Tinder, I mean, did you guys meet in a classic Tinder way where you just kind of got together and just like did it? Or that's personal. Don't answer that. This guy subbed at work process to tell me about it. Oh, this gives the live cast a totally different feeling. It makes everything I say sound much more...
I'm rusty.
Philosophical. Because sometimes I just get to thinking. Thinking about you. Thinking about me. But not like together, not like you and me, just like you as a person. And again,
I
being
got
together.
you. I'm just, yeah.
Oh, I didn't mean you. I mean like you, like the imperial you. The you that whoever you is.
I'm just gonna quietly sit here.
Because that's all we can ever be. Or is it? Can we be more? So much more than what we're told we are, what we expect to be. And what we never expect. So, the real question here is, are you? Am I me? We may never know. I don't even know if you're me. I'm willing to bet you are, though. Because if you weren't, how would I know that you were you? Without being me. So I want you to go forth tonight, tomorrow, and all the tomorrows and tomorrows and tomorrows. And just know that I'm with you. Even if you're not with me. Especially if you're not with me. Because you're not with me. Unless you are. But I mean, this weekend, unless you're in Fresno, you're probably not going to be with me.
You can actually sing the real words, although I'd have to play it a bit faster, I think.
Think it'll sync up?
Jesus.
Oh wait, no, you're going to the other verse. Okay, I was about to start singing. What was the song you were that you were playing when I was at your house? Met a girl, thought she was grand. Fell in love, found out firsthand.
Wait, you're messing that.
Yeah, you can't sync it up. There's a second delay.
Are you sure? Are you sure there's
I
a delay?
I hear me on your computer.
Can you?
Yeah. And
There
it's
is a
like,
delay, huh?
yeah, it's just it's the reason why bands can't practice remotely.
That's crappy.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's the internet. It's a lot of information to be brought to and fro. Hold on a second. I got a guest star. Like, for anyone who's just tuning into this podcast who's not a big fan of the two of us, things are getting a little meta right now. We're kind of calling in every asset we have to help us out with this podcast just to make it through an extra hour of content, including this little buggy right here. Does anyone have any questions for my cat? Because the answer is purr. And then we're getting big parts, drama club, music, but KKK. I didn't mean to say KKK. I meant to say, okay, all right, good. I was just reading things. I'm sorry. I said okay 3 times really fast. Didn't mean to do that. Makes me... Autistic guitar makes me bust up laughing. And Skyrim, wearing an amulet of Mara, signals that you want to get married. This is how the marriage thing works in Skyrim. 2 parrots can't go wrong. Your superhero names. Go. What's your superhero name?
Huh?
What's your online handle on Xbox?
Frantic.
Dr. Frantic is your superhero name? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Dr. Frantic.
I would, it depends on my powers, but I think I would go with Creep or Mr. Indubitable. Amulet, Mara, Poetic, Poignant. Then we went on actual dates and everything. It's funny because we actually both work in the same mall. Right. Loving the mall. Who wins in a fight? The sun or a trillion lions? You understand that the sun is fueled by lions. Like, the sun would just burn brighter. It'd make it more powerful feeding it lions. Is Steven playing guitar while Bill goes poetic? Their first version of Proud Mary. What the hell is Proud... Oh, what are the lyrics of Proud Mary? Big wheels keep on toinin'. Proud Mary, she keep on boinin'. Let me see what else we got. I'm trying to keep the cat in the screen.
Keep the kitty in there.
Neighbors must hate me now. Best broadcast ever. Yeah, wait. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Whenever I see an old lady slip and fall on a wet sidewalk, my first instinct to laugh. Man, she fell on me. It wouldn't seem so funny. They want you to play Charlie?
How's that song go? I don't even remember.
They want to know why you're so majestic. Answer this. I want to know if you like boxes. She said, no, I don't like the boxes. They get in the way when I'm poking around the house. They want to know what you think about me. Maybe you like that I let you live here. Maybe they think I'm warm sometimes at night. Yeah, that's what you think. Why do you not like your feet touched? She said, don't touch that. Don't touch. She said, don't do that. Don't worry about it. EGC, can we have cuddles soon? He says, yeah, that's okay. Okay, Marie wants to know if we would ever get cornrows. I'm gonna go with a solid no.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Let's button that one up right now. Did you guys get through that phase when you were afraid of the dark? Did we get through that phase? Thanks for your butt in my face, bud.
You know you like that.
I still sleep with a nightlight on, more because I'm afraid of stubbing my toe in the dark than being attacked in the dark. But I feel pretty comfortable in the dark overall. You scared of the dark?
Yes.
Yeah? Do you keep a light on all the time?
No, I keep the light off, but if I have to get up, yeah, I need to see.
Yeah.
But I still don't like to go many places in the dark, all alone.
Yeah, I had a while when I was afraid of the dark, and then it faded, and I had a resurgence in college when I saw The Grudge. And The Grudge was just like, hey, guess what can happen in the dark? Literally anything. Especially faces can come out at you, and you will die of scaredness. What else we got? Chelsea wants to know if my cat is single.
What?
Yeah, she's asexual. She doesn't need anything right now as far as cat relationships. If someone wants to come and talk to me, am I okay to give them a hug at a convention? Yeah, hugs are fine at conventions. I'm always open to hugs. Kisses, not so much. Don't come and ask me for kisses.
Loki, can I get a kiss?
Don't want that. Do you like Funko Pop figures? I have no problem with Funko Pop figures, but I don't want to collect them because they take up space, and I have no space. Let me show you. I got a few of them. These guys. Ugh.
Oh, those guys.
Yeah, they're such great little gifts. Because you know, they're in a little box, you wrap them up, you give them out, and then you got a thing. Oh, that reminds me. Oh, no. Cat got me something. Cat got you something. Cat got us something at Salt Lake, and I need to bring it to you. I think she still got it somewhere. Yeah. Alright. We'll figure that one out later. I dated a guy I didn't like. We talked about Funko Pop amongst the headphones. This may be in one side of my headphones right now, but I'm okay with it. You guys wanted questions for the first one I thought of. What is your favorite dessert?
Oh, anything with chocolate.
Speaking of which,
You got chocolate. I hate you. All I see is a shadow walking away. Bring me chocolate. I want chocolate.
yeah, come on now. My favorite dessert? Chocolate ice cream. What do you think about that? This is made out of coconuts.
I say that you need to be sharing that right now.
Okay, I'll bring some tomorrow.
It'll never make it here unless you put it in
I already
chest.
ate it. I ate it. We'll go to Trader Joe's and we'll get some ice cream with the kids tomorrow. As well, so that I can see. But I have a nightmare and wake up freaking out, okay? God, it's so hard to keep up with all these things. No, don't kiss Deadpool either. You don't know where he's been. Marie asks if anyone's ever gotten mad at us at a con, saying that we got something wrong or whatnot. Well, people have gotten mad at us. Not very often. It might have happened once or twice. Usually because we're not available for something. Like they'll want a picture and we'll just be in a rush. And somebody might get mad and say something rude about that. I don't think anyone's ever gotten angry about us being out of character or having something wrong with our costumes or anything. Do you remember any specific instances of someone getting mad at us?
No, I can't think of anything. I can think of plenty of times of getting mad at other people.
Generally, we'll get mad at other people way more than they'll get mad at us. Let's face it, we're great guys.
Yeah.
Is the camera just constantly on me while you have the guitar?
No, it's switching back and forth. It's just my audio is constantly going. Which means there's probably an echo.
Yes, I can hear myself a little bit, but it's not that bad. All right. Mika, don't do that. Don't do my whole full name. I don't like that. Chocolate-covered cashew crunch, the Amish company. Oh, there's an Amish company in Indiana? I thought that was all Pennsylvania. Have I tried Lactaid ice cream? No, I have not. I like the So Delicious, and I like the Trader Joe's coconut kind. I want to make a milkshake out of this. I'd have to use some sort of almond milk or something. What would you do if you turned into a merman? Mermen?
Mermen.
I don't know what the merman is.
Too many guitars here now.
If I turned into a merman, I'd probably have one of my buddies drive me to the ocean. Because I think what you mean by merman is merman. A merman.
Merman.
Half man, half fish. I would get my ass in the water and hope that I chose correctly between salt and fresh.
You have chosen wisely.
What would you do if you were a merman?
Swim.
That's pretty much all you can do. I think you got to do that to stay alive when you're a merman.
A merman?
I'd change my name to Eugene.
Eugene.
Eugene Mermen.
Eugene Mermen.
I'm pretty sure that's a name.
I'm a merman.
I'm a merman.
I'm a merman.
Hi, I'm a merman.
I'm a merman.
All right, so here I'm actually really. This may be one of the most uncomfortable questions I've ever been asked. Marie Macahern wants to know, what would you guys do if you switched bodies for a day? You want to go first?
I'd probably get laid more. I'd probably go do that.
Jesus Christ.
Go. I'd be calling up all kinds of people in your phone book.
I can tell you right now.
You'd lose a lot of friends.
Anybody that you would log a success with would cause a lot of trouble in the long run, which I guess wouldn't be a problem because we'd only be switching for a day.
Right. I would not have to face those consequences.
Oh, boy.
Love you, Betty.
Thanks, bro. I think if I was Steven for a day, God, I just cut off all my hair.
I'd shave your head too. Bald Thor and Loki.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I probably would just stay still for fear of harming myself or anyone around me. Like,
what?
I don't know. Like, I feel like if I was in somebody else's body, I'd just, like, go to move my arm and I'd be like a Frankenstein monster. Even if it was like a little kid's body, I'd just be like, I don't know how to control this thing. You know, and then you like knock everything over, and it's all. Everything. Oh God! I can't get it. Oh no! I knocked everything over. Oh God! Oh, I better stay still from here on out. No, I'd probably actually just go to the gym and see what it's like to lift different amounts of weight when you're a bigger person. Because, like, I don't know, I've always weighed less than 150 pounds. And it would be interesting. Maybe I'd go get in a fight.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hey, if you're going to be trying to bang everybody in my phone, I would go and fight somebody.
I'm trying to get laid, not get your body beat up and slammed. Well, that depends on the girl I get.
Yeah, there you go. You don't know. You don't know what's going to happen.
I could probably think of at least one or two in your collection, in your phone book that
Collection.
I could.
Real nice.
That would probably be pretty abusive. Getting into all the kinky stuff.
Sci-Fi Soul has a question, which is weirdly limited, but also weirdly open. Favorite System of a Down, Rob Zombie, and or Metallica song. So it's like, what's your favorite song from one of these three bands, I guess?
Like Metallica, Bleeding Me, and probably Prince Charming.
Okay.
Prince Charming was a pretty badass song. Like, I don't even know why that's not a thing. Why isn't that song on the radio? Song's awesome.
I don't think I've ever even heard it.
Yeah. You gotta hear that song. It's pretty badass. System of a Down. This song makes me feel like, or this cocaine makes me feel like something. I don't know. They had weird ass names on that one album.
Yeah, their songs are hard to recall just because they're so eclectic.
Move it down. No, don't start playing. All right.
Let's see. Rob Zombie song. No,
This
Rob Zombie.
makes me feel like I'm on this song. This cocaine makes me feel like I'm on this song.
There you go. Any Rob Zombie favorites?
I'll probably just go with Living Dead Girl.
Okay. I would say Jet Pilot. Rob Zombie. Welcome to Planet Motherfucker. And then Master of Puppets. Next question. Mika asks, do you like wearing scarves?
No.
I actually do like wearing scarves. I've got a couple of scarves that I like. Let me go get my scarves.
Oh, jeez. No.
I'm doing it.
No.
Shut up. Hey, we got 15 more minutes to kill. I'm wearing some scarves tonight. It's a little warm for this. Mm-hmm. Nice gray scarf. Mm-hmm. Goes well under like I got a black or a brown leather jacket that this goes well with. And then if it's a little colder than that, I got this guy here, which is a little thicker. Just, you see how thick that is? It's nice. It's very warm.
You remind me of some like old French woman right now or something. I know.
I am an old French woman.
Okay.
Yeah, how do you feel now? It's a pretty ignorant thing to say. Maybe before you start calling people a French woman, you need to do your research. All right? Steven. Come in here oppressing me for my religion. Yes, I like scarves, but as you can see, I'm not very adventurous with the color patterns on scarves. Who has seen the old dark animes like Devilman? The oldest and darkest anime I know of is Ninja Scroll, which was one of the first animes that I liked. If you could be any celebrity for a day, who would it be?
Your mom.
Wow.
Yeah.
Real mature. I would be Justin Timberlake, and I would make sweet, sweet love to Jessica Biel. That's a fact.
Jack. That's a fact, Jack.
You'd be Jack Black?
Huh?
You said Jack. You'd be Jack Black.
No, I said that's a fact, Jack.
Jack Nicholson, you'd be?
Sure. Yeah. Just give me a bottle of Viagra.
God. Maybe like Bill Murray would be fun. Or what's his name? From Three Amigos with the silver hair there. I don't know, like a popular comedian, Jim Carrey maybe. That would be fun. But I think I'd definitely go with Justin Timberlake if I'd only get a day. And I would just be like, hey, my wife, Jessica Biel, my wife, come here. I want to do things with you because you're my special lady. Just let me get my mouth on every part of you. Anyways, Marie McEachin. What animal would you change into if you could?
It's squirrel.
I feel like you're really giving up on tonight's webcast. I need to discuss what is going on right now with you because I feel like you're leaving me to die here.
What's wrong with being a squirrel?
Look at this. Look at these people.
What?
Look out on these people's faces.
No.
Hello. Hi. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Hi, sir. Excuse me.
Leave the package at the door. Go away.
Can you please? Hi. There's some questions here from our loyal followers that we need to answer. So
okay. I just want to be a squirrel. Can I be a squirrel? I want to run around and I want to stuff my cheeks full of nuts. I want to take them up to the tree, put them in my little home, and go hibernate. And I just want to be a little squirrel.
I think it'd be a majestic eagle, like an American bald eagle, so that everyone who saw me would be impressed and I'd look pissed off all the time, and I could just swoop down on squirrels and shit.
Where's the fucking thing?
Your time is running out. Why is this not making a noise anymore?
It is making noise.
Oh, it is it? I don't hear it. Weird.
You clicked it like 3 times.
Yeah, I clicked it a bunch of times. I didn't hear it. Didn't hear it then either.
I don't like you anymore.
Yeah, I'm sorry about the echo. It's just...
It doesn't like you because you've been pressing the shit too much. And it's like, all right, we're going to have to stop you now because Google's getting pissed.
God. Steve's going to get me billed.
What? I forgot what build was supposed to be.
It's supposed to be being the best.
Oh,
Be the best. I mean, I'd be okay with someone making me a scarf. I don't know how much you'd see me wearing the scarf, Mika. Or Micah.
You do live in California.
Yeah, I mean, there's only a couple of months during the year where you can wear a scarf. But I do go home to visit my family in the Northeast, so I'm making you one right now. What accent would you have if you could?
What's the one that always sounds English or British? British?
Yeah, I might do Australian. I think the hottest girl who I've ever met who bragged about her boyfriend's accent was Australian. And if it would get my foot in the door, I don't know. I mean, really, Australian or maybe British. Yeah, Australian.
I want every word to roll out of my mouth sound highly intelligent. I could say poop, and it'd sound amazing.
I might go for something more Scottish. It's a little more down to earth, isn't it? It's like you're not quite as uppity as an Englishman, but you're not as angry as an Irishman. It's just a friendly way of speaking, isn't it? So yeah, maybe Scottish, maybe Australian. So either of you planning any more gaming Twitch streams after the weekend? Yeah, I will definitely try to. Yeah, Steve Martin is the name I was looking for. Are you going to be streaming at any point after ZapCon?
Yeah, I've been playing Batman a little bit, but I just haven't been streaming it.
Yeah, my problem is I really want to get this computer to stop freezing. But yeah, I'm going to try to do some streams later.
Get a PS4.
Is 4:50 a.m. too late to drink hot chocolate?
The answer is no. There's never a time that is too late or too early to have chocolate.
Yes. Enjoy your chocolate. You win. Did you guys ever solve Enneagram questions? If so, what personalities? Oh, is this the ENFJ-TP questions? Yeah, I've never taken that test. So if you go on dating sites, you'll see a lot of people describe themselves with a 4-letter code.
Oh yeah, yeah, I did that a long time ago.
I don't think I've ever taken it. Stephanie, if it's 4:50 a.m. and you're describing it as late, that means it's the end of your day rather than the beginning of your morning. So it's late. My mother's name is Shirley the Squirrely. Very nice. I'm a quarter Scottish. Reboot of Braveheart. Cast Bill as William Wallace. Aye, you could cast me as William. I'd shoot, what is it, fireballs from my eyes and lightning bolts from my arse.
What is that from?
Braveheart.
Okay.
William Wallace. He's 7 feet tall. Shoots fireballs from his eyes and lightning bolts from his arse. I want a damn PS4. Would you visit Willy Wonka? Fuck yeah, I'd visit Willy Wonka. Oh my god. I would piss all over that candy factory just to ruin everybody's day.
Mark your territory everywhere.
What do you think would be the number one place you would hang out in the chocolate factory?
In the river of chocolate.
Chocolate River.
Mm-hmm. That would just be my spot.
They'd have to decontaminate it.
Yeah, they would. I'd bathe in it. Turn it into a jacuzzi.
Scottish, my last name. Good God. Would you guys wear paracord bracelets? What's a paracord bracelet?
Paracord bracelet.
The answer is no.
Yeah, I'll just go with that.
It sounds like something I wouldn't wear. I don't know what it is, so I'm not giving it the benefit of the doubt. And no, from now on, guys, we will not be doing accent tryouts. Just because I did it once, that was on my terms. And I'm seeing a lot of accent requests coming in the next few streams. And that is not something that I'm looking forward to hearing or having requested of me.
I used to do voices so much, like all different voices and different accents, but I haven't done any of that stuff in years. Like, I'm afraid to even try. That's why I didn't like even bother.
Just do it in the bathroom. Do it alone. Do it in your car.
Do it in the bathroom.
Whenever I do it in the bathroom. That way I can clean it up easier. Everything's tile.
It's true.
What's the scariest game you've ever played?
I haven't really played any scary games.
I haven't either, but the scariest one I've ever played, I think, is The Seventh Guest, which was way back in like '92, and it was it was like Myst, where like you'd be in a hallway and you can click on one of like 4 doors, and you'll automatically go through the door, and then you'll be looking at a room, and you can click on the lamp or the pool table or like the table over here, and it'll show you clues about the story that's happening. And you had to solve all these puzzles. But the whole point of the story was you were in this house that was built by a toy maker / murderer named Faust. And a lot of the imagery was real fucked up. There was a lot of like screaming children and ghosts, and like it was very dark, and a lot of like music, and it was just unnerving to play sometimes. Did you ever play like Silent Hill or?
No. Did I play? I think I did play Silent Hill once. I don't even know how I played that because I know I never owned the game. I think I messed around with that game before. I've messed around with other like scary games, but just never got into the game. Like the Resident Evil ones. I never liked the way the character moved in Resident Evil. There was something wrong with the way you. I didn't understand it. I never got the hang of the way the character would his movements. So I would stop playing. Did you ever play Resident Evil?
I've watched it played. I didn't like it. It's too. I'm talking about like the original one, the original Resident Evil for like, I think it was PlayStation, and I don't know, zombies never really appealed to me, aside from Zombicide and Left 4 Dead. Those are more team stuff. Bye, Mara, wherever you are. So yeah, Seventh Guest, and that's my scariest game. What's one piece of clothing you loved long ago but you wish you had back? If we can include jewelry, I wish I had my high school ring back.
I had a couple pair of pants, like 2 pairs of pants that I bought at Target when I was 15. And what was the brand name? Industrial or something? They were almost like bell bottoms. Almost, not full on like bell bottoms. They were like a loose fitting jean. And then at the bottom, it did flare out just a little bit. But on the sides, like the pants would be, one pair was black. And on the sides, it was like a tan material. It'd be tan jean fabric going down. And then when it got towards the bottom, it kind of just flared out a little bit like that, like a diamond, like that at the bottom of it, which gave it that slight bell look on it. And then the other pair were blue and then had blue denim with black denim on the sides. It went like that thick on the sides, and then once it got towards the bottom, it flared out like that a little bit. I love those jeans. I had no idea what happened to them.
That sounds like some juggalo shit right there.
No, they weren't really baggy. They were just nice pants. They were nice. They weren't over the top.
Take your word for it. I'd like to see these pants.
They were nice.
Do you have any traditions?
Nope. Nothing.
I'm starting to enjoy the tradition of eating at my buddy's place for Thanksgiving every year with me and my friends. I also like going to karaoke every year for my birthday if possible. But, you know, I don't have a ton of actual set-in-stone traditions. Have you guys been to Texas? I'd like to ask for an upcoming con. Yeah, certainly. If you can get a Texas con to invite us out, we'll be glad to go to Texas. If you could buy anything but had to bring it back the next day in any condition, what would you want to get? So if you could basically borrow something for a day that you didn't have to worry about returning in good condition, what would you want?
The Batmobile.
Interesting choice.
Like the Batmobile from Arkham Knight, because that bastard turns into a tank, and I just want to blow shit up.
Have a good night, Kat. I would say it would be the highest end sex doll I could find. And that ends tonight's broadcast, everybody. So what we're going to do is we are going to do some more unboxing in the next couple of days. Or actually, we're going to go to ZapCon tomorrow, so we're not even going to do that. But we're going to try to get some stuff out to you over the next couple of days. And then once we're back from ZapCon, I'll be doing unboxings, and we'll be doing Twitch streams and all sorts of stuff. So I want you all to have a good week, and we'll see you next Thursday.
Yay. Bye-bye.
Bye. Love you. Miss you. Bye.